Yeah, you're getting bullied.
Yeah,
Oh,
boy,
man.
here we go. I feel like this is Tim's grudge. This is his grudge match here.
That's right.
No, I got nothing against old Tommy D.
Okay.
Tommy D. Tommy with a D.
I wish we
That's
could.
what this podcast is going to be.
That's right.
Nickname repeating.
Harassed you.
Was I ever mad? I don't think I don't think we've hung out enough for me to ever get mad at you, Tom.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
And Tom's nice. He doesn't really slight people, I feel like.
I try not to. No, I try not to.
But do you?
I don't. I think people pick up that I am when I'm not. I think people interpret it that I am when I'm not.
All right, filled with rage. I'll write that down.
Yeah, right.
Well, you could
at
have put.
the
I'm doing stand up, so you could already just put that in.
That's right. All right.
I think most stand-ups have
circle
rage.
it twice. I'm at peace.
Sure.
Anyways, welcome to Tough Questions Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Sheen, with his co-host, Tim McLaughlin.
Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great day.
Great job,
Wow,
Tim.
listen to that.
Yeah, he's got a radio voice. It's wonderful.
I do my radio voice to hide my deep rage.
Yeah. And today we're joined with guest Tome Delgado.
Hi.
Tom with the D.
That's right.
Tom.
How you doing? Thank you so much for that introduction.
Of course. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, I wrote
Yeah,
these.
sure. So this is so I'm in the hot seat, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, you're in a bit of a hot
Yes.
seat. It's a bit of a warm seat.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and then I score you at the end out of 10.
Oh dear Lord, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
If you
scored.
get above a 5, you get to do plugs. If you get below a 5, you have to leave.
Yeah, no plugs.
Oh no.
And that's based on how I feel you did, answering some of these questions I have written. For you specifically.
Did you say Roten?
Written?
Oh,
Did I say written?
wow.
Shut up, whatever.
I get a point for
the
that.
English language
I
is
get
an
1
art.
point.
It is? What are you, one of those outsider artists with like Down syndrome or something?
Yeah.
You ever go to outsider art?
No, what's outsider art?
It's like Down syndrome people that take pictures and then it's like up on a fridge and you buy the fridge with all the pictures on it or something.
What? Is this real?
Yes, it's real.
Where is this?
Is that the first question?
Yeah.
Is
the first
outsider
question.
art
Is this
real?
Is what?
I will say no.
It's
I'll
real,
say no.
it's real, it's real.
I'll
it's
say
real.
no because Jeff's keeping score. I want those sweet
Yeah.
points.
It's like when schizophrenic patients at mental institutions draw those paintings of themselves over the years.
Okay.
They like sell those as like outsider art. They're not like real artists, but they have like mental problems.
Where
how,
do you
wait,
buy it?
how much do they sell them for?
Yeah.
Oh, tons of money.
Really?
Oh, these outsiders,
That sounds interesting, actually.
This is lucrative.
Where do you get these?
Outsider art.
Art festivals. Outside the art festival.
Yeah.
You're making this up.
In the freaking parking lot.
You're an idiot. All right. Let's see here. Tom.
Oh dear Lord, here we go.
Let's see here. Let's start off with this little question. I'm curious. I want to know. Tim wants to know. We're all dying.
Oh God.
Why are you so drawn to trivia? And what sparked the fascination?
Interesting. Well,
Oh.
I'm not necessarily drawn to trivia per se, as much as it is just history and information. I don't know. I just like it's fun to like know stuff about stuff because it makes I don't know. It makes life more interesting.
Makes life more interesting to know stuff about stuff.
So when you see if you see a place, if you know the stories that happen inside that place, it makes that place more interesting. So the next time you walk by it, you're like, hey, that's where that happened. Same thing with people. The more you know about a person, I mean, you two are in committed relationships. You know how that works.
Here's the thing.
The
You're
more-
saying this, but every time I take Micah to Indianapolis and I point at buildings that I've hung window coverings in, she's incredibly bored by it and doesn't think it's
Really?
very interesting.
Well, that's specifically window covering trivia.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone on the planet who's into that.
You
My
wouldn't
dad-
enjoy
I
that.
don't think so.
My dad'll do it too.
Window covering trivia.
He goes, hey, we put blinds up in here, and Micah just sits there. She goes, oh my fucking God.
Well, then there you go. You see, this is it. Everyone's interested in some kind of trivia.
Okay,
It's just
so
a
you
different
like to
topic.
know. What do you, even like a basic stuff? Like it's like a.
I don't know. I'm a curious
my
person.
apartment.
I'm
you
a
know?
curious person.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
do you think
so-
happens on? It happens.
I
in
don't.
that
I
apartment?
Lord knows.
Jeff,
Lord
give your
Lord
address.
knows.
Give your address
Dear
right
God.
now. Then Tom might know what has happened in
You
this.
save that for the Patreon people. We'll get into that later.
What's your favorite fact about New York? Is that one of your questions?
Is it? No.
Do I get points for it if I answer it?
No,
Sure, why
no.
not?
This is the point master here.
Yeah. Why
damn
not?
it.
All right. I don't know.
It'd be fun.
I like.
He said, I don't know.
Well, I didn't finish.
Didn't do it. Doesn't happen.
It was a filler. It was filler. It was filler. Please. No, please. My favorite fact. I don't know. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of favorite facts. I love the fact that Chelsea Piers, where you go hit golf balls, you go the place where you go.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Titanic was supposed to arrive. in 1912. It
Where
was
we hit golf balls.
where you hit golf balls. That was the pier where the Titanic was supposed to pull in and all
Yeah.
that. And today we hit golf balls and go ice skating there.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Do you know how I knew that?
I said it at a
You
show.
ever-
I always bring that up. Yeah, and that's I love that. I love that fact.
Oh, okay. Tell me when I don't know.
Okay, I love the fact that the Statue of Liberty was conceived as basically the sculptor's pissing contest. He wanted to make the biggest statue in the world. That was the only reason he wanted to make it. It had nothing to do with
It
being.
wasn't a gift.
It was a gift.
It was
but the
a gift.
reason he made it a gift was so he could make the statue, this big statue. All he wanted to do was make the biggest statue in the world. So he came up with the idea, and then he teamed up with another guy who said, you should make this as a gift to the United States so you can raise money to build it. Make it about liberty. Make it about all this. And he's like, okay. So he made this huge statue about liberty and all this stuff so he could raise money to build it and then gift it to the United States.
He just wanted to make a big old
All he
statue.
wanted to do was
Damn.
make a big statue.
It could have been anything.
It could have been anything.
He's
In
like
fact, it was actually conceived initially as a statue for Egypt. He was going to make a statue of an escaping slave for Egypt, and the last second, Egypt turned it down.
Oh.
And so he designed it and everything, and it was a woman holding a lantern.
Oh, I should have
And they
made it a
turned it down.
dude.
Yeah, right.
That would have sold him.
He would have bought it. That would have been outsider art.
That's
yeah,
right.
outsider art.
Dude, this guy's a lot like those comedians who refuse to get a job, but then they get on GoFundMe and they're like, I need to move to a new city. Give me money.
Yeah.
You think so?
No,
How
but
so?
I just wanted to drag him a little.
Well, it's better
'Cause I
than
hate that shit.
there's the comedians who just say, I'm having a hard time getting out of bed this month. Can someone please Venmo me money?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Those are the.
Well, you got to get a less comfortable bed. You got to get one of those, like, Olympic beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flippio. Oh, the boxings when they have
Yeah.
A water bed.
A waterbed be good.
You ever give any of these people money?
I have actually. in the
Have you
past.
really?
I have. Yeah,
I'm
I've
gonna
given a
message you
couple.
later on.
I know.
bummed
I'm a
out.
sucker. I'm a sucker. Dude. I'm a sucker.
Tom, I
I
need
have.
money.
Yeah, I have.
A woman came up to me outside of McDonald's today and she goes, can you buy me some McDonald's? But she was dressed pretty nice. And I go, fuck no. I won't even buy like a homeless person something, let alone a friend of mine.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how you are.
I started a GoFundMe called Gimme 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 for $50. They took it down.
They took it down.
They took it down.
Did you get any money?
Yeah, I got $25, and then they gave it back to the people because they took it down. They said it was bullying and harassment.
Oh.
How can you bully and harass someone by asking for money?
They
How's
said
that
it was-
possible? You can't do that.
It got
That-
reported.
That's never been done.
I know. Unbelievable. All right,
All right.
Tom. 3 things missing in your life and 3 things you have plenty of.
Oh.
Ooh.
Dear God,
3 missing, 3 plenty.
how much time you got?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
is-
We
can I
have
stop at
upwards
3?
of 1 hour.
We can spend all hour on this question.
This is you can make a whole podcast series on this.
Yeah?
Okay. Missing. I don't know. I guess it's tough because I could say more freedom to travel and more freedom to own things.
Am I writing that
and
down?
all that. I mean, I don't know. You could.
Is that what you want one of your 3s to be?
That's hard. That's a hard. I mean, there's so much missing. Good Lord. I'll tell you one thing that's not missing is friends to speak at a
Oh.
podcast with, huh?
You want that to be? We'll put that in plenty.
Yeah, I have plenty.
Oh,
I have
God.
plenty of friends to do podcasts with, specifically. I have plenty of friends doing podcasts. That's
Okay.
one.
I'm missing a lot of zeros in my bank account, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, there you go. That's another thing I'm missing. I'm missing savings. I need more money saved up. I need to feel
savings.
more. But I guess so. That's something. I'm not missing. I guess I have a nice. I feel like I'm at home in New York. I'm not missing a home. I feel at home here in the city. I don't feel like I need to be anywhere else. So I feel at home. So
That's nice. That's
You know?
a nice one.
Yeah.
I feel at home. So maybe that's something that I'm not missing. I'm
Right.
not feeling a
You got
need
home.
to leave or go somewhere because I feel at home here.
All right, you're just gonna need one of each now.
Okay, I'm missing. Oh God, the missing thing is
Oh yeah.
there's so much to choose from.
Ugh, deep reflection. We're all about that here.
Yeah.
I guess.
Tim, show him the mirror of truth.
Oh, yeah.
What are you missing? What are you guys?
My mirror of truth's covered with Coke. We'll have to look at a different mirror.
That's something he's not missing. Okay, I'm missing. I guess I'm missing a little bit more self confidence, self assuredness.
Ah.
Yeah. I think I could use some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's in my boat.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
definitely one. I definitely missing that. And then the one thing I'm not missing, I guess I'm not missing. Damn, this is a tough one. This is a tough question.
Oh, TQ.
This is gonna be a long hour.
Oh, good TQ.
Okay, so this is the last thing. I guess I'm not missing things to do. I'm not missing
okay.
things to do. I feel like I have a lot of stuff I have to do, and I just don't have enough time or like help to do it.
Oh yeah, 'cause you want more free time.
Yeah, I want more free
So
time.
you're a busy New York guy with friends with podcasts.
A lot of friends with
Wow.
podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm not missing
Whoa.
friends that have podcasts.
A
The
full life.
classic New York story.
That's right. Moves to the big city, feels at home, and has lots of podcast friends.
Yep.
You know what's funny though, that if you go back home to visit, I don't know if you guys have this, but no one has podcasts. It's only here in New York where everyone has podcasts. You know?
None
You
of
ever have
my
that?
friends at home have podcasts.
Do they really?
Yeah,
They,
in
no,
Indianapolis?
they don't. They don't.
No, they don't. Right? They
No.
don't. It's so funny because here in New York, we're all just like, oh yeah, everyone's got a podcast. I started a podcast. Of
course.
Over there, it's like no one has them.
No,
You know,
'cause
we're
they
in a
got
different bubble.
families.
They have families.
They got
My
they-
friend's
families
dad
and-
is on the radio,
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
which
Like
is like a podcast.
AM radio?
No, yeah,
Because that's like
actually,
a podcast.
It is AM radio.
Oh, okay.
He does a home and garden show,
Oh, that's fun.
That's pretty cool.
and he owns a bunch of hardware stores.
Oh, I
that
love
is kind of
that.
cool, actually.
I like your
He
friends.
He should
too.
start a podcast.
He should for his hardware store.
Yeah, it's a good free advertising.
I think they did maybe.
Yeah. Tom, who shaped you the most and how?
Who?
Yeah, who?
Holy Lord! Good God!
I'm hitting them hard.
Yeah, this is like a therapy intake
That's
session.
right. I'm grilling you.
All right.
I think Tom knows how to get points. It doesn't even matter how he answers, as long as before every answer he's like, "Wow, this is a good one."
Yeah.
really feeding Jeff's ego.
Yeah, it really does feed me. When people do that, I go, "Oh, look at me go."
Well, he already told me he has a
And
self-confidence
Jeff-
problem.
And yeah, I know. Jeff's gonna give you a better score now, even if your answers fucking suck.
Hell yeah, dude! I love that. Well, thank you for the
just
hint.
like-
You just gave me a hint. I was just keeping my going
I'm
in that
trying to
direction.
make Jeff notice it so the
He
scoring
takes the
is
point.
fair.
Oh, that's good.
I would be interested to see what questions you come up with, actually, too. If you have
Why
extra
you
questions.
gay?
Interesting. I didn't even realize I was gay
You
until
are-
this moment.
You are gay.
Okay. Let's see. Who shaped me the most?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess. Damn, my parents.
Parents.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's kind of
Give
like
me
hard
one.
to.
I want a who.
Which one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we need
We
one.
need one. I'm all about.
I'd say probably my dad.
Oh, Dad
Yeah.
coming in strong.
Yeah, I think my dad, even though my mom was more involved, I think my dad had more of an effect on us growing
Yeah?
up. Yeah, I think he had more of an effect on us. 'Cause
Well, if he's not there as much, you seek his approval more.
yeah, I think so. And I think he also set the tone for the house.
Yeah?
You know, so everyone, even my mom, even we were all kind of like playing along his rules, playing by his rules, you know?
Oh, okay.
So I think in that way, he probably, and I also, I feel like I took a lot from my dad. I feel like I'm more reserved. I'm not as I'm more inclined to not like open up and be vulnerable. All those things that my dad.
Yeah, you're a closed off man. Like
a
your
little
father.
more. Yeah, I'm a little more
Open to trivia knowledge, though.
Sure, but that's where I hide behind. Some would say I hide
Oh,
behind
no.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom's at dinner, and the girl's like, "So do you love me?" He's like, "Well." Yeah, a fun fact about this restaurant, it was opened in 1908 as actually a slave trading depot.
You know, you say that as a joke, but that's exactly what I do. When I'm on dates, that's exactly what I do. I actually do bring up like history about the neighborhoods and stuff. So
That is good, but that's good because women like that on like
oh yeah,
first,
they
second,
love
third,
it.
third.
What are you talking
What do
about?
you-
They hate it.
They don't like that.
They don't
Like a
want
first date?
They don't want to hear just like stuff about the neighborhood. They want you to talk about them and yourself and be open and open up. Like they're judging you on your ability to communicate. And if you're just talking about history of the neighborhood, they're like, "What the hell are you
I
talking
thought
about?"
you were like I thought you were like being like, well, I decided to take us to dinner here because I thought you would find it interesting that this is a place in this neighborhood of New York from blah 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 and blah blah blah. And women are like, oh, how thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
such
but
a-
then they're like, "Well, tell me about your ability to open up to others." And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, well, in 1947, this is actually." And then they're like, "Well, come on, man, let's move on."
You kill it on the first 15 minutes. of
Exactly,
the
the first
Yeah.
15 minutes of any location on the first date.
date.
Wow.
You're starting. So,
Yeah, maybe we should go to another spot. Let's keep
Yeah.
moving. Let's keep moving to
You
this.
have to
Yeah, just
constantly
keep going to
move.
different places so I can talk about them for 15 minutes. Yeah,
all right.
she's driving a bus. He has a microphone.
yeah, basically, yeah, talking directly at her.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Closed off like your father.
Oh, dear
All
Lord.
right, we got to open them up, Tim.
Oh, well, we could do it, Jeff.
I mean, I feel like I'm opening up somewhat. This is good.
You
guys
are.
You're,
This is good
you're cutting
stuff.
to the core of me.
Oh, that's right. I love seeing the core.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know. I could
no.
tell.
What?
Don't
What is
say
this chocolatey core
Oh
like?
dear Lord.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah,
A
that's-
chocolatey core.
Yeah, like an ice cream. Anyways.
Oh.
Oh, Tom.
I thought you were talking about eating his fucking ass.
No, I would never.
Oh.
No, unless he asked me to.
I mean, the camera is running.
Could that be the clip?
This chocolatey core was first eaten in.
Yeah.
When I made that chocolatey core. Let's see. Well, speaking of cities and stuff, what other city would you like to know just as much about
Oh.
As New York?
as New York? You know a ton about New York. What other
Um,
city you want that knowledge?
I think, I mean, I guess maybe this is cliche, but just off the top of my head, maybe Rome.
Rome. I was gonna guess Paris.
Yeah, maybe Rome. I think it's kind of cliche, but there's just so much history there, and it's tied to every part of the world, pretty much. So if you know about Rome, you know about almost everything.
So you'd want to know a whole bunch about Rome, but you're not liking that.
I was gonna say Chicago,
Chicago.
the best city in America.
Is that really your favorite city
It's
in the world?
In the world, yeah, I guess. But I mean, Chicago in the summer, there's no more fun.
Yeah,
city.
you're right. Chicago in the summer is amazing. I've been there in
Right.
the summer. It's a great place. I agree with that.
You quit
Chicago.
drinking. You don't understand.
Chicago is mid. It's cold and.
But
I
that's
said
in the
in the
winter. He
summer,
said in the summer.
asshole.
In the summer, it's pretty great. It's like a beach city.
True.
It's like a city
Yeah.
on the beach.
But even in the summer, it's too yardy. You know, there's nobody on top of you yelling at you.
Oh
Well,
yeah. I forgot about all those good parts.
I love the grit. You
Yeah,
know?
I hate that there's no grass here and there's a guy on top of me yelling.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's some zazz. So you'd like to know a lot about Rome.
I think so. I mean, I know that's kind of cliche, but I feel like if you know about Rome, you'd know about it. Or maybe, I don't know, it's not a city, but there's so many good cities, but somewhere in, I mean, China too. I think China
Trying to be good.
would be interesting, like anywhere in China.
Mhm. Yeah, Shanghai would be nice.
Shanghai, Beijing, like there's so much history that I don't know about the Far East.
I would go, because I don't know anything about China. Rome, I could.
Oh, you're an expert on Rome.
Oh, I could
You
go
could go on, you could do a whole podcast on Rome.
This guy goes, and then this is where Russell Crowe came to film The Gladiator.
Yes. And Denzel Washington is now
Yeah.
Rome.
It's all specifically gladiator trivia.
that's
Yeah,
all
of
I
course.
know.
Yeah.
This is where the Pope shook hands with Russell Crowe during the filming of The Gladiator.
You shook hands with the.
Did he really? Is that true?
No, I don't know. I made that up. But Vatican City is its own country, Jeff. Did you know that?
That's trivia. Look who got the trivia bug over here, huh?
Yeah.
Someone caught the trivia bug. Look
Years
at this
of
guy.
cheating.
Look at this guy making fun of
city-
trivia 2 seconds ago.
A city's a country. Make it make sense.
Tim immediately. Trivia?
Yeah, I can play this game.
His brain is
I love
cooking.
it. I love it.
Let's see. How do you overcome adversity?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jeez.
How do you
Okay.
overcome it?
These are such good questions, Tim. These questions are so good.
You've had so much adversity thrown your way.
Yeah, you've had some adversity.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough to even say. I don't know. I'm not like exactly the model of someone who's overcome adversity, I don't think.
You did at one point.
I mean, we all have
Sure.
our own, we've all had our own forms of trauma.
Not me.
All
Not
right.
me and Jeff. Jeff and I are white men. We've never had any diversity in our lives.
But diversity
Say
isn't.
diversity.
Diversity isn't
Yeah.
what overcoming diversity.
Yeah.
How have you overcome diversity?
Oh,
I moved
brother.
to Indianapolis.
No, you don't want to move there.
That's how you overcome diversity, though.
There's a lot of diversity in
Wow.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
You got to go somewhere like Norway.
South Bend, Indiana, maybe.
No, not there either. A guy
Really?
got shot in my brother's yard.
In
Oh,
South Bend?
what?
Yeah, South Bend's very dangerous. Now, another little fact. You guys want some trivia?
Oh,
Notre
look at this
Dame.
guy. Who's the trivia guy here, huh?
Notre
Yeah.
Dame taking cues from Vatican City. Notre Dame is its own city, so it's not in South Bend.
So the city's called Notre Dame,
It's
Indiana?
Notre Dame, where the college is Notre Dame, Indiana, because they didn't
Wow.
want to be associated with the crime statistics in South Bend.
Oh,
So if you
smart.
look up the crime for Notre Dame, 0.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they don't count rape, I guess, over there. So then on,
Oh, you spicy meatball.
Oh, my goodness.
but then South Bend is like high crime rates.
Interesting that you say that. Here's a fact about that. It's exactly what you're saying. Ridgewood, it did the exact same thing with Bushwick.
Oh, really?
Ridgewood used to be part of Bushwick, and it carved itself out after the blackout of '77, when all the looting happened on Broadway there, and it was all the crime. They're like, we don't want to be associated with Bushwick anymore. They carved themselves out, became part of Queens, got a whole new thing. Yeah.
Really?
It's also why Ridgewood has a different makeup. It's like more Italian. All these things from the past.
Yeah, I used to
same.
live in Ridgewood. Now I'm in Bushwick.
I know. I used to live in Ridgewood too.
Oh, and I miss Ridgewood.
Ridgewood is much quieter than my neighborhood
Yeah, Ridgewood's
now.
Were you?
I'm in Bushwick.
You're in Bushwick. There you go. So now you know.
Yeah.
They were trying to get away from you.
They're trying to get away from me. Why? I love to loot and riot.
You do love looting.
Yeah. You're overcoming diversity.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm overcoming diversity by pushing them out of my neighborhood by raising the prices of the apartments.
Oh,
Timothy.
no, Tim.
So adversity, you've had to overcome it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're right,
God.
yeah.
I almost got away with
Give me
that
an
one.
example. Yeah, an example of you coming over adversity.
I'll say something bad, but you still have to answer the question.
That's right. Give us the time you had to you faced adversity.
Facing adversity, I don't know, man.
Track
I guess
team.
no.
Yeah.
I think finishing law school and finishing and taking the bar and passing the bar only because I hated every second of it, and doing that work when I didn't like what I was doing was just a nightmare, and it was like one of the most stressful things I ever had to do.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I hated it. I wasn't sleeping when I took the bar. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, and I passed it and everything, but I couldn't sleep for like 2 weeks. I was a awful thing.
Oh,
Really?
you just pushed through.
I pushed through, and I remember.
I found it easy.
Yeah, he took it twice. He passed it twice. Passed it twice on a bet.
Yeah.
We were out at the bar. He's like, "I'm gonna take it right now."
Didn't even
He
study.
didn't
Right.
study. But no,
We
I
were
was.
at the Legal Eagle, and I was like, I don't even need. Give me 5 more drinks. I'll head out there right now.
Yeah, he went to the Javits Center by himself.
Did you have to take it to the Javits Center?
Yeah, we took it to
That sucks too.
It was terrible. There's like thousands of people, just like a sea of people. One person had to get carted out because they fainted before the thing started.
Wow.
Like people were on. I've never experienced. I was in the cab on the way to the airport coming, and I was sitting there, trying not to like hyperventilate, just going to the airport to come to New York. I was so I've never known that much in my entire life. My brain was exploding with information.
Whoa.
But as soon as it was over, it all just left my brain. Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
Do you get a grade on the?
Yeah, they give you numbers.
I got a perfect, so I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
he got a
but,
perfect. I don't know. No, they do give you kind of a grade, but it's essay. So you're writing essays.
Right.
You have essays, and then there's the multiple choice part that you get a number on, and then you do essays. I didn't even finish the second essay, and I was like, I failed. I was convinced for 5 months that I failed. They didn't give me my results, and I actually ended up doing pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was a nightmare, and I hated it every second of it.
Oh.
Yeah. And my dog died while I was studying for it. My parents didn't tell me because they didn't want my studying to be interrupted.
No.
Yeah. So I
So
talked
you
to
get back home.
No, I didn't even get back home. I talked to my mom the night after, and I was like, I just want to go home and hang out with you guys and Brandy, my dog.
Oh, no.
And they're like, we got bad news. Brandy died 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh no. This is me overcoming adversity.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a
That sucks.
brutal night.
It's like kind of nice. I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, the intentions were nice.
It was,
The
and it helped.
intention-
I mean, if I had found out my dog died 2 weeks before when I was in the thick of it, it probably would have thrown me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I like to do it. And then
Yeah.
I think I might have failed.
Yeah, and then I tell you, on top of it, my dog died.
Here now, you
Brutal.
might
Brutal.
see this as a bad omen.
Yeah.
But
I know you said you thought you failed, but here you go with this. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna. Originally, I wanted to be a lawyer.
Did you really?
Uh-huh.
Wow, it's a good thing you dodged that bullet.
not smart enough.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been.
Yeah.
Dude, there's law schools for everybody in this country. Anyone could go to law school now. There are law schools that are pretty easy to get into. It's
Yeah.
not like med school. Well, med school in the United States, it's regulated, so there's a certain amount of them.
Okay.
That's why people go to like the Caribbean to study, because those aren't like regulated by the U.S. Law schools are not regulated the same way. So there's law schools everywhere. You can do law school online. And people do. I think that's how Kardashian, she went to one of these law schools that's anyone gets into.
Is that how the Down syndrome person got their law degree?
Is this outsider art?
This is real. It was on Instagram the other day. It was like the first person with Down
Wow.
syndrome to get a degree in law.
Oh, I have no idea. You know,
A lot of mistrials.
What ends up happening? We know what ends up happening though is the rest of the reason the bar exam's so hard is they have to make it harder so people don't. So like in California, it's one of the hardest in the country, and it's because they have so many law schools and so many even people who don't go to law school can take the bar there. Yeah, so they make them really, really hard. New York's is very hard. Florida, California, those are all very difficult ones.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, all right.
I heard the Indiana bar exam is very easy. That's why many of our friends have passed it.
You have a lot of friends who passed Indiana.
Well,
bar?
Connor Delahanty, number one.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Connor's a lawyer now.
He just went. Oh, he went to law school, and that's what he did.
He went to law school.
Is he still doing comedy?
He does like
okay. He does it
he
in
does like
Indiana.
a My Cousin
Wow.
Vinny kind of thing.
What law school did you go to in Indiana?
Indiana
IU.
University.
IU. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice. All right.
Now he's working for some judge or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
good for
works
him.
for some judge. He's working under some judge, I think, like paying for prostitutes or something.
Yeah, that's what all judges do.
Miss Pat told me that she got out of when she was 17 or 16 or something. She got arrested for having like $40,000 worth of crack cocaine in her house or something, and she got out on house arrest because she bought the judge 2 of the highest price hookers in the city that he liked. And the judge let her out on house arrest. That's what she told me.
Who's Miss Pat?
Miss Pat, the comedian.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
comedian.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
She's from Atlanta.
That's
and
so funny.
She was when I started in Indianapolis. She was in Indy, and she told me that story. It's fucking incredible. I think it's in her book, but
Yeah, it's Indiana law for you.
no, that was in Atlanta.
Oh, it's Atlanta law.
Her
for
lawyer was like, "Here, you just hire these 2 prostitutes for the judge, and he'll let you off on house
Wow.
Whoa.
That was her
or
sentence.
probation or
Oh,
something."
yeah. I
I'm
hereby
happy
sentence
for
you to buy me 2 prostitutes.
you. Yeah, I want Jamie and Jennifer.
Yeah.
She
Exactly.
said, "She goes, can you believe these 2 bitches cost $10,000?" I was like, "God damn!"
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well, since we're here in the love area.
Wait, what was that? Was that number 5? The
What?
question? That
I-
question we
that was
just-
1,
oh.
2, 3.
It doesn't
4.
go by how many
okay.
questions and how many points.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
bounce
just a
around.
grilling session. All right, let's go.
The points are how Jeff feels.
Yeah, that's how I feel you did. How honest you
Oh,
were.
dear Lord. All right.
How many romantic relationships have you had?
In my life?
Whole
Yeah.
life.
And
Like-
Jeff needs a hard number.
I need a hard number.
Like where I was dating, they were my girlfriend, or yeah.
Yeah, whatever. If you consider.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how far back you go, but I don't know.
I
maybe-
guess to the first one was how far back we'd like to go.
Yeah, as far back as you can.
I guess
First love.
Yeah.
first love. I guess I've had like relationships where I would consider the person like a monogamous relationship. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he's counting all of it.
4, or
4.
5.
5.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
Wow.
5 romantic relationships.
5 relationships, right?
Oh.
Jeff and Chelsea have you beat just the 2 of them.
Yeah.
No, you've been in other relationships.
We're on and off.
But they're on again, off again so many times.
Wait, you guys are off right now?
No, we're on.
I
We're
was about to
getting
say you're getting married. Yeah. I was about to say
This is the
this
final
is news.
on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it gets off again, you're getting paperwork involved.
Yeah,
That's
then
right.
that's definitely a hindrance.
This is the last season.
Nice.
Finally,
Finale.
they're on.
The finale, the finale of Jeff and Chelsea, she kills him.
He died.
She kills him with one of her pots.
Or they just drive off a cliff together.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
could.
I think
We'll
that could-
die on together.
Yeah, it's Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got my ring, my wedding band.
Yeah.
And there was an option to engrave it.
Uh-huh.
So is it fine to engrave your own? Is that? I don't know the rules. I
I
did
don't know.
my
I'm
own.
not fucking Miss Manners.
And I wrote engrave on in the inside. It says permanently on again.
Oh, no.
Oh, did you really?
I don't think it's fine if you do that. I think it's fine if you engrave your own if it's anything but what you did.
Brought her to tears.
Did it
Oh,
really?
that's cute.
So yeah.
Or my
I didn't-
final tough question.
Yeah.
This is my final
Oh,
tough
yeah,
question.
yeah.
That's when Jeff and I
Will
get
you?
married.
That's
after
when you
they're
guys get
off
married. After you're off again.
No guests, just me and Tim.
again.
Let's
Jeff brings
see.
out his little notebook at their wedding.
Yeah, he's got his number. His vows are written down.
Oh,
in
make
question.
Tom sign the book.
Oh yeah. I'll have you sign at the end.
You're going to forget.
No, I won't.
Tom, don't forget to sign the
I
book.
won't. I
Yeah,
will
don't
definitely
forget.
sign it.
Let's see what else. What's
Lovingly.
your panic response? Fight, flight, or freeze?
I think my panic response is initially to blame myself, if that counts.
Oh.
If
Like
someone breaks your door down, you're like, geez.
I should have done X, Y, Z. I should have
wow.
had X, Y, or Z ready. I should have, you know what I mean? Like, I guess in the moment, actual panic, that wouldn't be it. But everything that goes wrong, I always blame myself.
But what are you doing in the moment?
That might be. There's another one that.
I tend to think a lot. I tend to overthink a lot. I don't run away, but I'll overthink things for too long, and I think be a problem sometimes.
I freeze.
I was gonna say I'm gonna guess freeze or fawn. That's a new one.
What's that? Oh, that's some new trauma bullshit. Gen Z's like, I fawn. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You either fight, flight, or freeze. Those are what you do.
They added fawn. Fawn's another one.
How do you fawn in panic?
When you try to placate the attacker or whatever, and like try to
If
like,
they're
win them
if they're
over.
attacking you.
Yeah, like in a
okay.
panic situation, where you try to like
You're
take
getting
care
punched
of,
in the face. You're like, oh, you're handsome, and your fists feel cool, and I love you.
That'd be like a fawn because you're not fighting, you're not free or running.
But then there's also fighting, though, is if your instinct is just to swing on somebody, that's one way to fight. But you could also hang back and wait till that person does something physical and not be afraid to fight when that happens. You know what I mean? Like there's different points to become a fighter. There's different points to run away. There's
Sounds like a freeze guy.
I don't know.
That sounds like freezing.
Classic freeze guy. Doesn't want to freeze.
Maybe.
You know, we don't have to fight immediately. We can hang out and freeze for a minute.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
will fight you.
Yeah.
Let it be
Later,
known
later.
as I'm giving him my stuff. Let it just be known.
Not now.
Yeah, not now.
When I'm a little less panicked.
Yeah.
All right, you'll freeze and then fight.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't like this fawning situation.
Yeah, you don't like that one, huh?
Why?
I think that has to do with flight. I think that's part of flight.
I don't. But you're not running away.
You're trying to get away. You're trying to get away by saying nice stuff to them.
No, but you're trying to de-escalate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they already got you. They're
No,
beating
not
you up.
necessarily.
Like
not
you're getting
necessarily.
mugged.
There's a famous guy in Atlanta who
is?
broke into someone's house
Uh-huh.
and had a gun and all that, and the person convinced them to turn themselves in by reading a book to them and talking about a book to them. I forget whose book it was. It was some
It's the worst criminal I've ever heard of.
Yeah, but
What the
this
fuck?
person convinced them to not rob them and convinced them to turn themselves in, all by just sitting there and talking to them. Didn't have to punch, didn't have to swing, because a lot of times what ends up happening is if you swing on someone, they'll come back at you and escalate further. So if you punch someone, they'll stab you. If you stab someone, they'll shoot you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's like videos on the internet. You see a guy. I remember there was a video I saw, a guy with jiu-jitsu, like all trained in jiu-jitsu. He had this guy in an arm bar on the ground, and the guy who was in the arm bar with his other hand took out a knife and just started stabbing the guy.
Well, yeah.
And then he slowly, you know what I mean? So it's
Well,
I mean, we're not in. Dana White doesn't have jurisdiction over the streets. you
exactly.
know?
But that's my point. That's why you look to de-escalate
Listen,
rather than
Miss
actual
Pat
fight.
told me about when her cousin tried to rob a guy, got shot in the chest by a shotgun, and died.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
One of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
it was a laugh riot.
Yeah, you're
I'm
ridiculous.
telling
That's
you,
her opener.
She was murdering. I
Yeah.
don't understand how it was happening.
So was the guy that killed her cousin.
Oh yeah. Well, not really. It's a stand your ground state, I think.
All right. Well, I think, but if you're reading to like a burglar, you're not panicking though. I guess you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about panicking. You're actually thinking too much, or it's not freezing necessarily. You're trying to kind of like, I don't know, solve it in
Yeah.
some different way.
But then there would be a situation that the person would panic at some point. They can't not always, like in your panic mode. Don't you have to go?
Well, I
to
guess
one
it's
of
a matter
those-
of figuring
Unless you're
out.
like a
It's
sociopath.
figuring out when you should actually intervene physically, as opposed to just doing it automatically. I think there could be a danger not thinking sometimes too, right? Like if for example, like I don't know, on a flight or somewhere, someone's like talking or whatever. If you jump in and make it physical immediately, you could have avoided all that if you'd not and maybe waited to see how it plays out. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm not a fighter. I'm a flight.
Oh, okay. You're a flyer.
Oh yeah, I run.
Yeah.
I go, a fight, and I'm gone.
There was a big fight outside of a bar one night in Chicago, and Jeff, I get to the bar after the fight is all finished. Right as it is ending, this guy beat up like a bunch of our friends.
Yeah.
One really big guy. And I just see Jeff inside with his legs crossed drinking a beer, and I go, Jeff, why didn't you help anyone? He goes, I let the men do it. He goes, I let the men out there fight.
It was like one guy versus like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
Curtis showed up and beat the guy
Yeah.
up.
This was your friend. These were your friends who were getting beat up? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, acquaintances.
They were my friends.
They were, yeah. It
Oh,
was like
they were his
Adam
friends.
Burke.
Adam Burke kept getting punched in the face.
Oh my God.
Adam Burke, he was the nerdiest looking guy.
Yeah.
Kept getting it right in the face.
He looks like if you were gonna draw like an Irish poet that's like drunk all the time. And then like Marty DeRosa was the one that was like wrestling the guy. And the guy would get out from Marty wrestling him and then just run over and punch Burke in the face. I watched a security video of it like 3 times. The guy got out of Marty wrestling him and punched Burke twice. And then Curtis showed up and just started punching the guy in the face.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, because Marty, Burke,
Burke,
and one
Curtis
more.
and someone else.
There was 3 of them going, and I was watching. And I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to
It wasn't
help.
Jonah, was it?
It might have been Jonah.
It might have been Jonah.
3 burly men.
But
couldn't
Jonah's
handle
not
this
much
guy.
of a fighter, even though he's very strong.
Yeah.
I when I was in like college, I was the guy who would try to break it up. I would always jump in the middle and try to break it up, and then I'd end up getting like put in a headlock or something. You know?
Yeah.
But I would
I
always
think
try
that's
to
what
break
Burke
it
was
up.
doing.
I would physically
Yeah.
just try to break it up. But that could be dangerous too. You guys get like, side, whatever cold
Yeah.
cocked or something.
Don't
Yeah,
do that.
Burke was trying to. The first one, Burke's trying to break it up, and the guy punches him. The other time, Burke was just kind of standing to the side, and the guy ran over and just punched him in the face.
He didn't like
He
it.
wasn't
Yeah.
doing
Like
it.
That's
He
fucked.
wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
doing anything.
That happens. It's funny that happens
Yeah.
a lot. Like because a lot of times there are people on the other side fighting or whatever who are just looking to hit someone.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't even want to be in the fight either. They just want an easy hit. They just want to find someone they can
Yeah.
punch.
Oh, it was such a good. It's such a good security video. I don't know
That's
if
really
Curtis still has it, but it was
Stay
good.
off to the side and drink a beer is what I say.
All right.
Watch through a
Is that the
window.
correct answer? That was the correct answer.
Watch through a window.
Watch through a window.
Yeah.
Bring your own window if there are no windows. If you're outside, just have a window there and look behind that. Okay.
They can't see you if you're behind a window.
Yeah, you're safe.
Let's see. Can you give me one good thing and one bad thing about rats, pigeons, and roaches?
Rats, pigeons, and roaches.
Mm-hmm.
One good. Each one of them,
Yeah,
or
each
are
one.
all of them in together?
Each one.
Well, I think pigeons clean the sidewalks. So do rats.
Oh, okay.
And I think roaches provide food for like birds and all kinds of different animals that are bigger.
Oh, I
They're-
thought
so
you'd
they're
have a hard time with roaches. You already did it.
No, I think they're also those are the good things about them.
Roaches are gnarly.
The bad thing about roaches is that they're disgusting and they infest the interiors of your places. That's a problem. I actually bought a freaking kitchen island off of Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, no.
And this woman gave it to me. It was $60. I was like, oh, great. So it's like a $200 kitchen island. Brought it to my house 8 p.m. I leave the kitchen, turn off the lights. I was working on my computer. Come back at 12 midnight. There's roaches, like 15 roaches on the ground all over. I was like, where are these from? I killed them all. I was like, I just moved in my apartment. So I was like, they must be from the wall. I was like, damn, what am I going to do? I'm going to call my landlord. I left, came back, another 15. And that's when I realized it was the kitchen island. I flipped it over. There was roach droppings all along the inside. All this like dust is roach droppings. And they were inside the freaking kitchen island. So I had
And
to take 'em out.
for every one, there's like 150.
Yeah. So I immediately took it outside. It was like middle of the night. I took it outside. I threw it away. I put a sign on it, don't touch whatever. And I was so furious that I sent her a message at like 2 a.m. And she knew exactly what I was sending her about. And she
Really?
eventually blocked me.
Wow.
Yeah, she blocked me.
Oh, what a
She's like, why are you
turd.
sending me a message? It's 2 a.m. I'm like, you gave me this thing, whatever. She's like, no, it didn't have that when I had it. I was like, you're lying. And as soon as I was going to send her last, she blocked me.
Oh.
Yeah. So but growing up in Florida, you see roaches everywhere. They don't
are
really
they
phase
water
me too
bugs,
much.
they call 'em?
Yeah, they're huge too. Like where they crunch when you like step on them. You could feel.
Oh, I stepped on one
can
in the
feel them.
subway the other day
Yeah.
and it crunched on my foot. Now it was
Yeah,
gnarly.
like you can feel when you step on it. It feels like you feel the elevation. They're so big,
Oh.
Yeah.
and then they don't even go down all the way. They're so fat. But then the rats, I didn't see really too many rats until I moved here. Rats are pretty gross, but they kind of keep to their own, you know.
Where you're at now,
I
do
kicked
you,
one the other day.
Did
Yeah.
you really? Whoa, that's
Well, I
intense.
didn't. I was just walking and it ran in
You
between.
thought you said you were flight. You're a fighter.
I
Kicking-
ran after that.
Yeah, exactly. You chased him
ran
and
on my
kicked him.
foot.
I had a rat crawl over my foot when I was walking down the street a few weeks
Yeah.
ago, and the woman behind me goes, ah, ah. I go, oh, did a rat crawl on you too? She goes, no, I watched that happen to you. That was disgusting. And I was like,
no.
oh.
That's hilarious.
I was like,
dude.
she freaked out more than me. I just kept walking. I was like,
I mean, rats are kind of a part of you. When I used to live in this apartment in Greenpoint, there were so many rats in the trash in front of our apartment. Every time I'd walk up to the apartment, I'd have to stomp on the ground
that's what
Yeah.
Micah
to
does.
get them to
Yeah.
go away.
Our
I do
shit
that.
our shit is like that too.
Bushwick's very ratty.
Yeah, a lot of rat. And East Village is really ratty. That's that's where I've always noticed the most.
Yeah?
Late at night, East Village is really ratty. If you want to step on a rat, that's where you go.
They're in the ceiling of our basement and in our walls, and they're big. They are. It
Yeah.
sounds like a dog is running through our ceiling. It is crazy.
They might be like a raccoon too or something.
It
We
could
used to have a
be.
raccoon living in our ceiling in college.
Yeah?
And we would come in, like we'd pull into the driveway and we'd see the raccoon peeking out of the roof and he'd just run back in. Like it was like he was saying hi to us and
Yeah,
come
you're like
in.
a little pet.
Yeah. And he would just live in the ceiling and at night we'd hear him crawling up in the ceiling.
Little pet rat.
But yeah, the
raccoon.
rats are gross, and then the pigeons I think are also kind of annoying too.
Yeah.
I think the pigeon crap is the worst.
Yeah, pigeon crab.
They crap all over you. They crap all over the place. Yeah,
All right.
That's
We'll
why they
have
put
to-
those fake owls everywhere. Try to get them away.
We'll have to get a friend of the show, Tom Takar, on here. He told me a story about how he did a comedy club,
Uh-huh.
and there was a raccoon in the condo. It might have been him, or maybe it was his opener. But the owner gave him a gun and was like, "If you
Told-
see it, shoot it."
A real gun?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
something like that. It's Tom's story. I don't know it that well, but it's really funny.
That's
Where
pretty-
what was this in Alabama or something?
It was or Arkansas or one of
one of
those
those-
fucking
jeez, that's
middle
insane.
of the country state.
Yeah.
Oklahoma maybe. I don't
That's
know.
insane.
Well, if you want, you can borrow Lucy. She can get your rat problem.
No, Toe's got it. They
right.
they don't get in the house. That's the thing. If they got in, the cat would fucking kill him immediately. You know how she is.
Yeah. You know they have Facebook meetup groups. People with small dogs get together and go rat hunting.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, in the city.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
You got to be careful though, because those rats are so full of fucking rat poison that you don't want your dog
To eat it.
getting
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
blood
that's
in its
true.
mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we kind of had to stop Toe from killing so many rats. We were getting worried that, she could get sick.
Mm. Yeah, you got to worry about that.
Anyways, back to the question.
Yeah. Your cat could die. Tom, what movie stuck with you from your youth?
Naked Gun.
Oh, Naked
Oh.
Gun.
Naked Gun is one of the funniest movies of all time.
I agree.
I still watch and laugh. It just, to me, what stuck the most about that movie to me is that it's a movie I could watch a million times and it still make me laugh. And I found that to be a pretty amazing talent or amazing skill to do, to be able to make. How does someone do that? Make something that's so funny that you can listen to it over and over again and still laugh.
Nonstop, and it had OJ in one of them.
OJ was in all of them.
Was he in all of
All
them?
three of the first three. He was in them.
Oh, the juice.
The Juice. But yeah, those are so funny, man. They're remaking it with Liam Neeson. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Nothing is sacred, man.
They're remaking it, yeah.
They're remaking it with Liam Neeson in Leslie Nielsen's part. Crazy.
They're remaking.
Yes,
the
they're
thing?
remaking.
They
it.
went
It's insane.
with Liam Neeson over Leslie Nielsen, who's dead, of course.
Yeah, he's
but-
dead. That's probably why they went with him.
Yeah.
How can you
But
remake? It's
I
not.
don't
It can't be the same jokes, though.
I know.
Does
It's not.
it?
I don't
It's
think
not
so.
the same jokes, but they're probably going to try to do the same thing where it's like a joke every fucking sentence.
And they're gonna try to do the same thing where like every 20 minutes they'll include like a callback to the original ones. And
Yeah.
everyone's supposed to be like, oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That kind
They
of crap.
should get the people who wrote, as far as jokes per minute, the writing team for 30 Rock. They always had a lot of jokes in their episodes.
Donald Glover.
And Donald Glover. Yeah, get
He was a
Donald
writer
Glover
there.
on it.
I think wasn't Hannibal Buress a writer for them too?
I think he was just, well, yeah, but he was also homeless on the show.
Yeah,
That's right.
They did have a lot of jokes in that.
I
show.
mean,
That's
if
his
you
advice.
think about it.
His advice is, hey, you guys should get the 30 Rock writers if you're making that movie.
they had a lot of jokes in that.
Hey,
For my money, there's no better show for jokes than 30 Rock.
jokes per minute? Who's got more jokes per minute on a show?
That's a lot of jokes.
That's
You're
a lot
right.
of jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Such
That's
a
true.
dad thing
Yeah.
to say.
Oh, sorry. Let me call up Hollywood. Maybe I'll tell them so that the fucking thing doesn't bomb, so Tom's fucking childhood's not destroyed. I just try to freaking. I
He's
just try
trying to
help.
protect me, Jeff.
I'm just freaking
Can you-
trying to help every
Unbelievable.
now and again.
He's
God
trying
damn
to be.
it.
He's trying to be. This is what happens when he
I'm
tries
not
to
allowed
help.
to fucking help.
Yeah, unbelievable. You need to stop judging him.
You're right. You're trying to help.
He's trying to-
protect a sacred film.
Just
You know what
saying.
they should do?
I'm just saying. Why is it Liam Neeson when we could get Liz Lemon?
Yeah, sure.
That's true.
Let's see. Tom, do you have any frenemies?
Yeah.
And if so, who?
Frenemies.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Yeah.
Frenemy is like someone you hang out with but you don't like.
Yeah,
that
like
what that
like a friend who you're also like kind of enemies with, like a rivalry or something.
Not really, man. I don't really have a frenemy.
No frenemies?
No, I don't. I mean, either someone I don't really like or someone I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have any frenemies. No.
Dang, I was hoping it'd be Courtney.
No. Courtney, for you viewers and listeners, is a friend of mine who I run a weekly show with. She's a great friend of mine. But no, she's not a
Yeah.
friend of me.
Not your
Damn.
frenemy?
No.
Dang. they
What
get
about
along.
Casey?
No, he's not a friend of me either. I've known both.
Not
of them.
even a friend.
Just
Great friends
enemy.
with Courtney.
No, they're good friends.
Damn.
Yeah, do you guys have frenemies?
Jeff is my frenemy.
No,
probably.
he's not though.
Yeah,
You're
we're
saying that,
probably
but you're not frenemies. You're
We
just
got in a
saying
fight
that.
today. I was
But that
mad
doesn't
at him
mean you're
today.
frenemies. That means
Yeah.
you're just friends can fight.
Oh, we fight all the time.
Yeah, it's okay. But that's not to mean you're frenemies.
What do you think, Tim?
You guys like each other. You guys hang out with. You guys have a podcast together. You
What
guys
about,
hang.
like,
You guys hang. Let me word
Court
better.
ordered.
Yeah,
Court
right.
ordered, yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
a podcast doesn't mean you like each other, but you guys hang out outside the podcast.
Yeah.
Do we?
So that's
Yeah, I
friends.
guess
You wouldn't do that if you were enemies or frenemies.
Who
All
who
right.
else would be a friend of me of mine?
You probably got some.
Tony Hinchcliffe, probably.
But he's so you're friends with him?
No,
I don't know. But
I don't even know him.
Yeah. You should go on that show.
Yeah, I should. Do I look like I have a disability to you?
You could go on that show.
I could. I'd be on there. I'd be like, hey, Tony, I got MS.
Yeah, Tony, I love you.
I love you, Tony.
You're my frenemy.
Yeah, are we friends and enemies?
Tell Shane Gillis I'm trying to do his thing.
Oh God, Tom, what was the hardest part of your childhood?
Ugh.
Won't give me a friend of me, huh?
Yeah. This is going to bring up all my repressed frenemy memories. I don't know, man. I guess I don't know. I guess
Learning to dance.
yeah, that was it.
Fuck.
Learning to dance was the hardest part of my I still wake up in night sweats thinking about, dancing to Keith Sweat.
I smell a movie.
Yeah, there it is. Naked Gun 5 right there. Naked Gun remake. We'll get the 30 Rock writers for that.
Yeah, they're good jokes.
Maybe the Frasier writers for that one. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess I kind of hit on it before, but I guess this goes back to like the confidence thing. I was always so like insecure, and so I was always mad.
Yeah?
I was mad. I went through I had a lot of anger in the teenage years.
You were an angsty,
I was
angry teen.
angry. And so before I was angry, and like I would get in trouble a lot and got suspended from school and like
What?
But I got good grades. I just was really angry, and I didn't really know why. And I think it was that. I think I felt like
What were you getting suspended for?
I got suspended for I guess just getting in trouble over and over again and like being like mean to people and like
Mouthing
mouthing off the teachers. I made a few teachers cry.
I did too.
Did you really make teachers cry? I
Both
would
made teachers cry?
I would just like make fun of them in class, and I didn't care if I got in trouble, so they would send me. But everyone would laugh, and I loved that.
Yeah,
so I'd go to. They'd
feels
send me.
good.
It feels good. I'm like, this is great. I'm killing here. But then I'd get sent to the principal's
Wow.
office, and then
You both bullied teachers.
Yeah, one of the teacher I made cry was my friend's sister, and he got really mad at me because it was 2003, and she said she met her husband online. So, and like in 2003, he didn't like
Yeah,
date
people-
online, and I was fucking dogging her for being a nerd.
In class?
In
Whoa,
class.
dude.
And she took her bottle of pens or her like little canister of pens and she threw it at the wall and started crying and left the room.
Is she still with the guy?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I didn't.
I don't know if she's alive.
She
might be
This
dead.
was 20 years ago. Yeah, she's gonna be dead.
No, I guess it's funny because like I remember the teachers. There was very few teachers that really liked me, but the ones who did like me just knew how to give me shit back.
Oh, sure.
Like I remember there was one would I had last period, and I would always fall asleep in his class. And he would literally at the end of class he'd have everyone leave quietly, and then he would close the door and turn off the lights, and just everyone would look through the window for when I would wake up, and I would wake up and be like, "Where is everybody?" And he'd be looking through the window laughing at me, and he'd still give me like a PH or whatever, a detention, but a demerit.
That's a funny teacher.
Yeah, he was great.
And then Tom's getting angry, takes out the next teacher.
He's all fucking pissed. Starts punching everyone.
Yeah, there were other teachers that didn't like me who did that too, and I'd fall asleep in class, and they would let the class periods change over. So I would wake up in the new class period with all the people around me,
That's
and then I'd
funny.
be late for my next class, and they wouldn't. And
That's also funny.
yeah, it is funny.
But you were angry.
I was angry at those. Yeah,
Ugh.
those I would be angry. The other guy I didn't mind.
So much rage in his
A lot of
heart.
rage. I've tried to work through it. I think I've done a decent job.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have never guessed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was way more angry when I was in high school. I was like in like middle school, and like getting into fights and stuff like that, and I was I just had anger. I was just angry. Like when anything, and now I think about it, like it doesn't happen anymore. But like if someone like shoves you, or someone like someone like fouls you too hard in basketball, or something like the immediate reaction, like you said, is like it would be to like swing on them or whatever.
Right, we were wrong.
But that was anger back then. That was anger.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it would just be my response like immediately. And then in high school I started to kind of mellow out, but it was more like depression than anything.
Do you think it was because of the music of the time?
No,
I have a theory that music changes how people are.
Oh, God.
I think I don't know if it changes you as much as it brings out stuff you might already have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a good music era, man. I grew up in like the 90s, like the mid 90s, like all the grunge and all that stuff was coming out when I was in middle school. And that was like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Smashing Pumpkins, all the Metallica,
Your
Guns N'
theory
Roses.
does make sense to me because Jeff listens to a lot of like Scissor Sisters and Queen.
What?
I'm talking about how you're secretly gay.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about?
Madonna's one of his favorites.
I love that Scissor
I do
Sisters
love
is what you
Madonna.
thought of.
Yeah, I listened to Brand New and Taking Back Sunday. I was full of emotions and angst.
Emo. You were emo kid.
Yeah,
I was
see,
emo.
mine's-
I do this a lot. Oh, what?
My theory stands true with those bands as well.
With my lip piercing.
You had a lip piercing?
Oh, you better believe it.
That's amazing.
Lip
my-
here.
Whoa. You see it long hair?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Pierce lip,
my
ear,
eye.
sad dad.
Yeah.
Do that all
That's
the time.
great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeff's
man.
dad's like, you don't even really have that much hair to do that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Bitch. All right. How
Dear
did you know I started
Lord.
taking hymns yesterday?
Did you really?
Maybe.
Wow. Jeff, let it go.
No,
Look at
I'm
that.
not. No, yours starts in the
on.
middle of the top.
It looks good.
You got good hair. You got a good hairline, dude.
Yeah.
You're
not
saying
too
you got a
bad.
good
According to
hairline?
Tom, look at how much he's grown his hair out so we don't notice.
Dude, you have to. You gotta. I mean, this took me like 2 hours to
Yeah.
sculpt.
Find the spot.
No.
You should go to Turkey, get new hair.
Nah,
Me and
I'm good.
Pavone are thinking about doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's $4
Yeah.
grand, Pavone said.
Let's all go to Turkey.
Nah.
No?
Nah, it's
you
fine.
want to come back with a full head?
We'll get our Curie.
It's not your hair anymore. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to have a whole.
It's
like-
your hair.
But you come back and you're just like, "Drrrr." It's like you're not fooling anybody. If you're 50 with like a head of hairline like that, it's like you're not fooling
It's
anybody.
your hair, though.
I know it is your hair, but it's kind of like, I don't know.
How's it your hair? How's it
They
work?
take
They
it from
take
the,
follicles and they put them
They
in.
take it from the parts that don't fall out. So if your hair's going this way, but you keep this,
Yeah.
they take it from here and then they move it up here.
and
but
they
then
take,
it all
they
falls
take, but
out.
they take follicles. So they take like the
Ah.
little like circles, like where the hair grows out. So when you see someone who just had it, it's like all these little dot scabs.
Oh.
So then when they heal, the hair grows out of those.
And then it grows out. It takes 6 months. It grows out. Then it all falls out. And then you're bald. And then it
Yeah.
grows out again.
And it grows out thicker. So the first
Yeah.
time it grows out, it's like thin, but then it
Uh-huh.
falls out and then it grows out thicker.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of
What-
weird.
What an ugly transformation.
I'm doing it. I'm going to do it at some point, I think.
yeah. I can't
I
wait
got
to
it.
see
I need some freaking cash, though. I need my cash flow up.
Start a GoFundMe.
Maybe I will for new hair for me
new
and
hair.
Pavone.
Worst job you've ever had?
Worst job. I guess I was. I hated working in law. I hated working as a
Hated
lawyer.
law.
Yeah, it was terrible. I wasn't technically a lawyer. So I was I was working at a startup in law. And I hated that. And the money was pretty good, I guess, but I didn't like it. And I was like borderline having panic attacks every day.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible. And I did that for 4.5 years in New York.
Whoa.
Yeah. I still like walk by the building and I get like, like
Really?
Yeah, it's almost like triggering. But that was
50.
that was terrible.
Minutes.
Oh, all right. We'll wrap it up here.
And then also a college intramural ref for football.
Oh, I bet that was brutal.
Absolutely brutal. I've never gotten
Wait,
chewed
where's
out so
that?
many times. Football, like flag football. I was a ref.
You were a ref.
I was a ref. I got paid to be a ref
college
in
flag
college.
football?
Yeah, college.
For intramural.
For intramurals. So everyone
intramural?
intramurals like that when you
Boys
sign
and
up.
girls
Yeah,
and-
you can sign up. It's like a league, like rec league.
Oh, okay.
And I was a flag football ref, and I would get chewed out every freaking game.
They all take it so seriously,
it so
and they
seriously,
all
man.
mildly suck.
They all suck, and they're like, there's like the business fraternity has their stupid team, and you're like getting in the. I remember I called a safety one time,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, the other refs will back me up, and both the refs bailed on me, and both teams wanted. I'm sorry,
That's
all
so
the players
brutal.
on one team wanted to fight me. I was a whole mess. I was like, this is an awful job. I don't get paid enough for this.
I've never wanted to.
Whoa.
I've never wanted to ref or like or anything
It was
in
terrible.
my life.
It was terrible, and I only did it one semester. Yeah.
Damn.
Huh. How much did it pay? Do you remember?
It was like, I mean, I think it made like $8 an hour or something really small.
Oh, did you get chewed out all the time?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was not a lot.
It used to be $75 a day to Little League.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's it? And you
It
get yelled at by dads?
sucked.
Because then you got the parents yelling at you.
You got the parents yelling
Good
at you.
Lord.
It's also hot as shit.
Yeah, that's brutal.
It was all day.
Yeah, no,
So it
that's
was
that
from,
day.
like-
Ours was at night. We got to do it at night, so
Oh,
it wasn't
that's
too bad.
good.
Yeah.
Let's see. What emotion do you experience the most?
Oh.
Interesting.
Jeff just saw Inside Out 2.
No, I've been trying to.
You've been trying to see it? What's been stopping you?
Well, I use my buddy as a Plex server that he just like rips movies off the internet and adds.
So you're waiting for me.
I'm waiting for him to add that one to it.
Gotcha.
I saw Furiosa already. It's great.
It's on HBO Max.
Well, I saw it way before then.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
You should. It's good.
What emotion? I guess.
Oh yeah, emotion you experience the most.
I don't know. Maybe I guess just like nostalgia, like wistful. Like I look back, yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Your rom com.
Yeah. I don't know.
How I Met Your Mother ass, dude.
Floating around town.
Yeah.
Making my way downtown.
Thinking of stuff, getting wistful and shit, yeah.
I don't know. I guess that one maybe. Or, I don't know. Sad too. I guess I go ups and downs.
Nostalgia and sad.
Yeah.
Feeling nostalgic makes me want a KMS for real.
KMS is how the kids are saying it these days.
Well, that's you try to say it so you don't get demonetized
Unalived.
on YouTube.
Yeah, we get on a
Makes me want to unalive my own MS.
Getting nostalgic does?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my life fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't, Tim.
No.
It does not. Come on.
It does.
You're here doing a podcast with friends.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It
Yeah.
sucks. It's good. Like, it's good the parts where I date Micah.
Yeah,
and
you
live in
have a
nice
girlfriend.
place.
You have a nice relationship. You
But
do
that
comedy
is-
in New York. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Barely.
So what, though, dude? Think of the people in Indiana who are just like they're doing some job they hate.
Sounds
you know?
great.
No, it doesn't, dude.
Sounds
You don't mean that.
incredible.
You don't mean that.
Look at
Me and
that.
Jeff aren't buying it.
You two support each other.
I'm supporting Tim. Damn it.
And I support Tom. Tom,
Yeah.
you can be as wistful as you want.
Thank you.
Protecting
Hey,
his
thanks, man.
naked
You're welcome.
gun.
Thanks, dude. I'll take it.
Pot of love. Let's see. How important? Only two more.
right.
Three more. How important
It's
is
not
money?
a 3 more.
What's up?
Nothing.
Did you say it's not three more?
It's not a 3 more, you know?
Oh,
It's not a two more?
Yeah.
All right. They say that on 30 Rock?
Yeah, that was one of them.
He had it
Tracy
on his 30 Rock
Morgan.
packet.
Yeah.
He took it from his 30 Rock
Right.
Hey,
packet.
it's not a 3 more. Or how
Good
do
writers. If there's one takeaway from today, it's the 30 Rock writers.
They could write a movie.
I used to be able to do a Tracy Morgan impression. I don't know if I can still do it. Hey, I'm gonna get you pregnant. Hey, it's not a 3 more. It's Tracy Morgan.
There you go.
Great. I loved it. How important is money to you?
I mean, it's not. I guess I don't know. It's not that important. I mean, I guess it's important because you need it to live. But after a certain point, I think after a certain point, the amount of money you make isn't that important. Like
You
gotta.
gave up high-paying law jobs. It sounds like.
Yeah, they paid better than what I guess what I make now. But it was unfulfilling. I hated it. You know.
So money. I guess money doesn't sound like it was super important.
No, it wasn't. And I think it is important because it gives you freedom to travel. It gives you freedom to buy a house or whatever, to have good health insurance, all these things. But after you take care of all those things, then it doesn't really matter as much anymore.
So mainly core needs.
Yes. Once your core needs are taken care of and they're comfortably taken care of, and your family's core needs are taken care of, then you're good. I don't think. I think.
That's
It's
all,
yeah. I think
you
that's
don't want
it.
any extra money to invest, buy property.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe, sure, but it's just not. I guess it's not. I think some people just can never have enough.
Oh, I can never have enough, Tom.
Nah, stop.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. It's true. He's
This guy-
greedy. He's greedy.
Yeah,
and
if there's one
cheap.
thing I know about Jeff is he's greedy as they come.
This is his thing. He is. You're acting like he's not. He fucking is.
No.
And he's cheap. He's cheap as shit.
Yeah, I just like to hold on to my wealth.
Hoard-
like a dragon.
hoard
He's
cash.
like freaking Smaug.
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck.
I'm a Smaug type. I'm diving into my coins.
Dying. Dives into his coins, breaks his neck.
Unaliving himself into his coins.
Bury me in my coins.
KMSing himself into
Yeah.
his coins.
That's right.
All right.
All right, this one. All right, one more, and then there's one more after that. But how do you know you're falling for someone?
Oh.
I love love.
He loves love.
Shut up.
I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know. I guess I imagine. I mean, I think back to like crushes and stuff and big crushes. You just can't. I stopped thinking about them. I guess at the beginning.
Always on your
at them.
mind.
I guess so, but then again, that could just be infatuation, you know. And that goes.
Oh.
You know, you just get infatuated with someone, and then you get to know them, and you're like, oh, this was not what I
Obsessive.
thought.
Yeah,
you
I'll
know.
write that
Swim
down.
fan type.
Yeah, swim fan type, serial killer.
Oh, shit.
What was that other one? Fear. With
Yeah,
Mark
with Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah, I never saw that one.
Fingers are on a roller coaster.
Oh my god.
Good. That's why he remembers it.
Yeah.
That's why. Good writers on that one too. I think.
A lot of ups and downs in that movie.
Oh,
All right, that's enough of
God.
that. Save it for
Shut
your
up.
specs.
Shut up, everyone.
Save it for your 30 Rock spec.
I will.
So
Hey, Liz Lemon.
Liz rides a roller coaster. Episode 279.
gets
Tracy,
finger-
Tracy fingers Liz on the roller coaster. A lot of up and downs on this one, Liz.
They're always going to Coney Island.
Every episode.
Tim eats Coney dog at Nathan's.
So you just can't stop thinking about
I guess
them.
so. Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
And I guess seeing them happy makes you happy. seeing them happy makes you happier than you are happy
Oh.
for yourself.
Oh, you love to see him happy.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta look at them and see a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't like that, but other
Yeah.
guys do it.
You don't like that?
No, I like to see Micah struggling.
Oh.
He's putting up a tough exterior.
He is.
I
He
don't
always
believe, I don't
does.
buy this for a second.
He always does.
He does.
Tim, how did you
This is his defense mechanism.
Yeah.
We should dive into this.
How did I know I was falling for Micah?
Yeah, how did you know?
Well, when she called that man fat and then I called him fat, I said, this woman is for me.
What man?
Wait,
There was a guy wearing a shirt that was the color of his skin. It looked actually a lot like this shirt.
salmon.
And he was very fat. And Micah was all drunk at the bar. She goes, why would you wear that shirt? And he goes, excuse me? I go, will you answer the woman why you wore that terrible shirt, please?
Whoa.
And she goes, yeah, you look like fucking shit. Why would you wear this? We didn't know the guy.
Whoa. Had you guys been drinking?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
It was at around 1:30 in the morning at Cobra
Oh,
Club,
my
my good
gosh.
bitch.
You bullied a man together?
Yeah.
And that's how you knew if she was the one.
And you guys hadn't started dating at this point?
No,
Wow.
I had been hanging around because I liked her, and then when we bullied
That's
the
cute.
guy together, I was like, I think I know my lady.
That's hilarious.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
That's nice.
then
That's
I
going to make
said-
for a nice wedding toast down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bullied a man together.
We bullied an overweight man. Everyone in the
you-
audience who's overweight is going to be like, oh, dear God.
Will you-
They're sucking their gut. Boy.
Will you, Micah Fox, take me, Tim McLaughlin, to have, to hold, to bully fatsos with?
Yeah.
What an awful way to fall in love.
I thought you loved love.
I do love love, and I love what you did.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, last question, Tom.
All right.
What stand-ups got you into comedy?
Who are your guys?
Yeah.
I remember the special that made me want to do stand-up was Zach Galifianakis, Live at the Purple Onion.
Oh, the Purple Onion.
Yeah, I saw that special and I was like, wow. I'd never really, I'd seen other stand-ups that I thought were funny. I thought Mitch Hedberg was really funny. I remember Pablo Francisco used to crack me up.
Oh, I remember.
But I remember it was Zach Galifianakis' special. I was like, this is so funny. I couldn't stop laughing. He wasn't doing what I thought stand-up was before then. He was just being himself and telling jokes. Mm-hmm. Like I remember at one point he was lying on the ground. He was doing crowd work. He did whatever he wanted to do.
Laying on the ground.
And it was the funniest thing I think I had ever seen at stand-up wise. And that was like this. I would love to do anything that approaches this.
Oh, have you laid on the ground yet?
Oh yeah, I've laid on the ground before.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you done?
I checked it off my list.
Have
Early.
you done Little Tortilla Boy
Yeah, right.
from Pablo Francisco?
Yeah, he did that like the.
Oh, I remember that.
That was
in
his
a world,
closer.
in
He
a
used-
world where, I
He
remember
used to get a fucking standing
the
ovation.
movie preview
Yeah.
guy. No one would even know what that is now.
No,
one
and
is-
Pablo Francisco, I have heard, has been doing much better on the
I
road.
was gonna say he's been a mess.
He was he had a rough patch.
I
there.
heard he's been doing a lot better. I heard.
I saw him at Gotham when I first moved to the city, and he was in rough shape. I remember being
Yeah.
super excited to see him, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he was
Really?
yeah, it was
Like
rough.
3 years ago, he fell off the stage.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was rough.
brutal.
It was rough. He was really funny though when he was.
He's incredible. When
yeah,
he's on,
when he
he's
was on,
fucking
yeah,
incredible.
he
I mean,
really
his
was.
impressions are good. His sound effects are incredible.
And he's so much energy and everything. It's really
Yeah.
captivating to watch. But yeah, I'd say the Live at the Purple Onion was the one that I remember watching that. That was one of the first I think it might have been the first Netflix special. It was like 2006. That was when they were
Yeah, it
still
was
sending out
early.
DVDs.
It
Yeah.
might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like one of the first, if not the first.
That might have been where I saw it. All right. All right. So we got Zach Galifianakis. Good stuff. All right. Angry teen. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, I was an angry teen. I was an
he
angry
was a
teen.
ref.
And I got depressed in
No
high school.
frenemies. All right.
I was and I never went to therapy. I wish I'd
That's
gone to
the
therapy
bar.
early on.
Oh, you'd have been as healthy as Tim.
I would have
Yeah.
been so it's funny like
Be writing your 30 Rock spec script.
I know. I'd be in awe at 30 Rock's genius. No, it's funny because I never thought it. No one ever thought of going to therapy when you're younger.
No, it's for squares.
We just had
Yeah, we
goth.
thought it
We just
was-
had goth kids.
We thought it was quote
We had kids with
unquote-
lip piercings. That's what we had.
That's right. I didn't need therapy.
I just went on undiagnosed lip piercing myself.
Yeah, I just need to listen to my tunes.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, you did great. I'm gonna give you a 7.8.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Jeff has idolized the singer of Brand New to this very day.
Yeah.
What do they sing? What's that brand new song?
Oh, quiet things that no one ever knows.
How's that one
You
go?
can't get gun in your head and you put it in it. I can't think of the words.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's about like messages he sends on the internet to minors, but
No. He was confused.
he thought they were of age. He was confused, Your Honor.
Oh my gosh.
But all right, you get to do your plugs, Tom.
I get to do
so-
my plugs.
Get him to sign the thing. You
Oh,
were
yeah,
gonna
you're
forget.
right.
I signed this on camera. What
Yeah, sign right there.
So you keep all these. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell this book for thousands of dollars.
You have to sign it on camera so that we can be authenticated by
Authenticated.
Beckett's later.
That's right.
Beckett's is still around.
Yeah.
Did you ever collect baseball cards or hockey?
yeah, I
I
still
have
do.
I have a bunch of. I have like one Mario Lemieux hockey rookie card at home.
Whoa.
The rookie card.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a bunch. You know, now the rookie cards aren't as worth as much. Like I have
No,
a Derek
not
Jeter
the-
rookie card. I have all these cards.
Well,
Barry Bonds.
There's
those
a
own.
ton of. It just depends on which one it is.
Yeah.
Because those Derek Jeter ones are worth a lot if they're in good shape and if they're the right ones. But go ahead, plug your stuff. No one wants to hear about it.
I'm plugging my Derek Jeter card.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
plugging-
It's for sale on his
It's for-
website.
yeah, check out my website, my Beckett's. I guess I have a YouTube channel, Tom DNYC, and that's pretty much it, I guess. And the weekly show at Lucky Jack's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
that's
see what
right.
else.
Yeah, and then a monthly show at Caveat at first Saturday of every month. It's a little New York history and trivia for all you trivia buffs like this guy.
Yeah, there you go.
And but
Indiana.
it's a comedy show, and then I'm doing a weekly show at the New York Historical Society in September on Fridays at 6.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it should
New
be
York
cool.
Historical Society?
Yeah, they have like this theater in the back, and I did one in July, and it went great. And then we're gonna see if we can make it stretch out. So we're gonna do a
that's
month,
cool.
and then see how that goes. And then
Jeff and I make history every time we get on stage if you need anybody. So
all right, there you go.
Great job, Tim.
thanks.
Nice. That's the writing that's gonna get them right to the writer's room.
Yeah.
Straight to the Liz Lemon writer's room.
That's right, bitch. You can follow me at hot_comic69 if you are watching this on Friday and you live in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. I will be there with friend of the show and Patreon subscriber Tom Takar. So Tom Takar and I will be at Dr. Grins in Grand Rapids this weekend. I will be at Black Circle Brewing in Indianapolis on the 25th, and after that, question mark of what else I've got going on.
Okay.
KMS?
Is this it? I'm always at New York Jeffrey. Goodbye.